Hello everyone. Now prepare yourself. This is the 21st question of the 2016 Senior Maths Challenge paper, and it's easy to get caught up in this question and get it wrong and go down a rabbit hole which you're not supposed to. I'll be addressing how not to do that and how to actually do the question. So first things first, of course I need to state the question. So the question states, the diagram shows 10 equal discs that lie between two concentric circles, this being an inner circle and an outer circle. Each disc touches two neighbouring discs and both circles. The inner circle has radius 1. What is the radius of the outer circle? Now, what I find a lot of people get caught up in this question, and myself included, would be the difference between circle and what was disc and disc. So there was another disc here, but discs and circles. What's the difference? Well, not really much in there, but for this question, of course, there is. So these shaded areas, which I'm labelling here, these are all discs. This number 1 is the inner circle, and then this number 2 is the outer circle. So that should clear things up a lot for you. So if you think you can do it yourself now, I encourage you to pause the video and try. Anyway, I'm going to show you how I did it. So, of course, what's the first thing we can do? Well, I made the diagram bigger to make it easier for you to see what I mean. Now I'm going to annotate this diagram, so as you can see, if I extend this line out here, now this is supposed to be tangent to these discs, but I have a clearer diagram for in a second. Now I'll also extend this line out here. Now that was almost perfect, so I was quite happy with that. Anyway, so there's 10 discs I've counted, you can count yourself. Therefore, 360 divided by 10 is 36, therefore this angle in here is 36. Okay, what else can we do? Well, let's have a look at the centre of this disc. Now, we don't actually know what the centre or the radius is. We know what the centre is, but we don't know what this radius is here, so we'll call it R. We'll do R as well here. Now, why am I doing this? Well, not just to make a little frowny face, which it appears to have made, but also so I can extend this line here into the centre, and because we know this is 1, this is R, and this is also R, therefore, this, if I was to redraw a line here, this would be 1 plus R plus R, therefore 1 plus 2R. Now I'm going to quickly get rid of all of this so I can show you what I mean. So if I get rid of that and smooth animations, I'm really happy with these animations, but this is what I meant. So this was 36, of course, and if I get my pen back out, we know this is 36, but because we've bisected this angle, it's now 18. We've just split it in half. We know this is 1, this is R, and this is R. Now, something which is important, like I said earlier, this is tangent. What does that mean? Well, this means now it's a right angle. So, as you can see, we've got an angle, we've got a length here, and we've got a length here. Now, if we think to our trigonometry, then we can think, well, there's a trigonometric function, which is what I wanted to say, that encompasses these three values, right? You got the opposite, because it's opposite the angle. You got the hypotenuse, because obviously the hypotenuse is along this side. If you're looking at a right angle triangle and you're not sure which is the opposite side, it's the one which isn't connected to the 90 degrees, right? This angle is connected to 90 degrees, this is also connected to the 90 degrees. Therefore, it's not the hypotenuse, this is the hypotenuse. Now, what does this mean? Well, we know that sine equals opposite over hypotenuse, and we know what opposite and we know what the hypotenuse is, and we know what the value of sine is. So we can just put that all into the equation. We know that sine 18 is equal R to 1 plus over 1 plus R. Now, we don't know what R is, but what we can do is if we try to get R to be on one side of the equation, well, what can we do? Well, we can just cross this out and move it over here, right? We can times through. Brilliant. Oh, wait a second. We've got R on both sides. What can we do? Well, this is the trick I was talking about, right? So this trick here, if we rearrange this and use the trick, then we can say that sine 18 is equal to 1 minus sine 18 times by R. And as you can see, we've only got 1 R now. Now what can we do with this? Well, if we cross this out and times through again, and we just get R is equal to sine 18 all over 1 minus sine 18. Brilliant, so we've got R. That's what we were looking for, right? We were looking for the radius of the outer circle. Yes, but R here is actually the radius of the outer disc, remember? That's where a lot of people get caught up, but luckily the examiners want that mean to put this as one of the options. Therefore, when you see it's not one of the options, you reconsider it, right? But I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do now. So, now that you know the radius of the outer disc, not the outer circle, then you can actually plug this into our previous value for the radius of the outer disk, the outer circle. See, I'm getting confused as well now. So you got 1 plus r, which this line here is the radius of the outer circle. Therefore, you just substitute in r. Well, what do you get? Well, 1 plus 2r. You sub in r, you get 1 plus 2 sine 18 all over 1 minus sine 18. The 2's here, of course, is because it's 2r, not 1r. Okay, what can we do now? Well, we can use the same trick, can't we? Therefore, we get it as 1 minus sine 18 plus 2 sine 18. Brilliant. What can we do now? Well, I'm sure you can see that this minus sine 18 and this 2 would obviously cancel out, and obviously this minus would also cancel out, meaning we just get 1 plus sine 18. Well, yeah, that's the answer. 1 plus sine 18 all over 1 minus sine 18. That's the answer. So I hope you enjoyed. So if we go back here, of course, we can circle the 1 plus sine 18 over 1 minus sine 18 and think to ourselves, you know what, we did really well in this question, therefore you can be happy with yourself now. Okay, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. Now, obviously, I know no one watches to the end of my videos. I can see my analytics, and I know I'm the only one who watches to the end of my videos, but that doesn't matter. Thank you so much for watching. If you did make it this far and you're not me, you know, comment, say, I made it this far. If not, just like the video, subscribe. If you have any suggestions for any future videos, obviously tell me in the comments. So, thank you so much for watching. Bye.